I'm going to stay in that game. And originally, I wasn't thinking John Morant was going to be the guy I was going to go off on. I was going to talk more about DeJounte Murray. But in this game, in the Grizzlies-Denver game, my favorite play tonight is Jaren Jackson Jr. at 6.3K. The biggest reason is we saw John Morant step up last game. We saw Jaren Jackson Jr. eclipse the 20 field goal attempts mark for the first time this season, last time out. I think it's going to be huge for him tonight. He's still going to get similar volume. Denver is giving up the 6th most points in the paint per game this season, 10th most rebounds per game to opposing power forwards this season. And again, another player prop I like on DraftKings Sportsbook, 23.5 points plus rebounds tonight for Jaren Jackson Jr. over on that.
Tough guy to predict night tonight for sure. Whalen, who do you like to build around at forward?
Well, we should start with the usual caveat that never going to steer you away from Giannis. He's at 11-7 tonight, obviously a high price, but a guy who can, is one of the few players in the league who can live up to that. But if you want to talk realistic pricing, Jimmy Butler at 9,400 stands out to me. The Hawks are dead last in defensive rating over their last 10 games. They've been a bottom 5 defense virtually all season. I've really taken no steps to correct that whatsoever. Jimmy Butler got kicked out of the last game. Should be a little fresher for this one. So I like him at 9,400. Kyle Kuzma at 8,000 against Toronto. Been a double-double machine, a rebounding machine of late. Even racking up some blocks. He's flashed 50-plus DraftKings point upside over these last couple weeks, so I don't mind going that direction. And then OG Anunoby at 6,600 on the other side of that matchup. Like Fred VanVleet, like Pascal Siakam, Anunoby's approaching 40 minutes virtually every single night. And again, he hasn't been great lately, some lackluster games, but it's all about the minutes. And if you're locking in a close to elite player in Anunoby at this price, who's probably going to play at minimum 37 minutes, I think that's a pretty good deal.
I love the Butler pick. He's going to be bouncing back after that BS double tech situation. Only played 15 minutes. Kind of got screwed over last time out. Garion, who's a forward you like to build around?
Yeah, I've got Jaren Jackson and Jimmy Butler written down. I think Butler of the two is probably my favorite dollar-for-dollar play, just because I think the floor is a lot more secure than it is with Jaron. Jackson's ceiling is massive, especially considering what's going on in Memphis right now. But I think we've kind of seen the whole Jimmy Butler experience in his last 2 games. Goes out and posts a triple-double without Kyle Lowry against the Raptors one day, and then the next day is ejected 15 minutes into a game on some weird kind of stuff. So that's really what you get with Jimmy Butler from time to time. Obviously, the three-point shot has been even worse than usual the past month or so, but that's not why you get Jimmy in a lineup. You get Jimmy in a lineup because he could be the best rebounder that he'd have tonight. He's probably going to run like pseudo point guard instead of Caleb Martin or Gabe Vincent, and he's got the ability to score and gets the free throw line. I think at $9,400, to me, Jimmy's always appealing in these kind of circumstances when he's less than 10K, and he's averaging over 1.3 DraftKings points per minute without Hero and Lowry so far this season. So as long as he stays on the court, I think he's going to have a really good game.